Yeah. Listen, you may have remembered about, I don't know, 20 hours ago, something like that, we got an urgent message from Admiral Hackett that we promptly stuffed into our mailbox and didn't read for a very long time. Anyway, he wants us
20 hours.
About 20 hours. He wants us to go and meet a Dr. Garrett Bryson, which we'll go ahead and do that. It's one of those things that we've been very poignantly ignoring for pretty much the whole game. So without further ado, welcome to the Leviathan DLC. Oh boy, keeping up with the long-standing tradition of Mass Effect games just like kind of kneecapping itself by
misplacing the DLC.
By misplacing the DLC and also telling you that something important is happening and then not having it, like having it be established that it's important way too early before telling you what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Leviathan DLC is incredibly important.
I want you to match this against all known locations and update the map. Then contact the field teams for a progress report.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Commander Shepard. We've been expecting you. Just a moment. And Hadley, could you gather the Leviathan data for us?
How do you feel about solving a mystery in
Commander.
space?
The rest of my team is out investigating leads right now.
Space mysteries are the
Dr.
best
Garrett
kind of
Bryson,
mystery.
And this is Task
And I
Force
think you're going to
Aurora.
like this DLC.
What's your assignment?
What are we doing
The
here?
mandate is to investigate legends, rumors, old stories about the Reapers before anyone knew they existed.
Okay.
That's an interesting goal, but is anyone doubting the Reapers exist these days?
The Alliance is
Somebody's
still desperate for
always
intelligence.
doubting.
Reaper motives, their operational tactics.
Ooh, what's
Anything that
wrong
can
with
give
this
us an
guy's
edge.
face? Oh my god.
And how did you wind up
He,
in charge?
And the rest of the
he looks
galaxy
way
says
worse in
something
HD.
doesn't exist.
They shouldn't have
I think
HD'd
there's a
him.
chance to prove that it does.
I believe they call
So
them
you're in it for the
olds.
challenge.
Oh, I don't
truth.
like that.
Even
Get
as
that
late as
olds away from
2148,
my video
Commander
game.
Still thought aliens were a myth. That was within my
So,
lifetime.
I would like to
That myth
point
was
you
proven to be
towards
reality. Our entire history
a
changed.
term that
Reapers were part of
that
that
I have
reality,
been
too.
referred to
Even
as
they have a
in the
history,
entertainment
Commander.
industry,
If we could just uncover it,
Yeah.
there may be a weakness we can
in which
exploit.
somebody comes in with a really, really thin body type and a really big head, or like a head that looks like it should be on camera, but the rest of your body is super skinny. You know what they call people like that?
What?
They call us lollipops.
I was gonna say balloon.
How does this matter now, dude? The Reapers are on our doorstep.
Alliance resources are stretched pretty thin. Is this really worth the time?
Just imagine if
You
this
wanna
task
learn about
force
the
had
Reapers?
existed 3 years ago when you discovered the
We're gonna
Prothean
learn
beacon.
about the
This
Reapers.
whole war might not have happened. But now with new information,
I'm
we've
ready to
uncovered,
learn about the
breakthroughs
Reapers.
Are you ready to pay
do you have
$14.99 or fucking no, like $8.99 to
No.
learn about the Reapers at the very end of the game? That was like
Commander
Kaiba
Shepard. I need
stopping the
CSEC at
dude's
my
gun with the
location, now.
card.
You should
Yeah.
be here. The darkness can't be breached.
Transit records show his name is Derek Hadley. He's worked here for a couple months.
Shepard, I monitored a CSEC alert from this location. Were you harmed?
No, this
Fine.
guy ain't
I
shit.
could use your help sorting this out, EDI. Take a look through their files. I need to know what this task force was up to.
What was that
What?
Paragon prompt
I-
that you didn't hit?
I did hit it, actually. I hit it like 4 times and it just didn't go.
Weird.
Like, I was clicking it. You might have been able to pick it up over the microphone if you listen back, but I was just going like, and it wasn't doing shit. You're a murderer. I have no idea what's going on here.
You tell me.
I was gathering our data when you arrived, and then it was dark. Cold. Like I was someplace else.
So you admit
then?
that you're a murderer.
I don't know. A gun was in my hand. Dr. Bryson, there was a loud...
That was you murdering.
You shot Bryson. You killed him.
No, I couldn't have. I'm not a murderer.
Says
I
the
didn't do
murderer.
it. It wasn't me. You have to believe that.
You're lying. You're a
I
murderer.
saw you pull the trigger. Then you tried to kill me.
I swear I didn't.
Commander, this does resemble reports of indoctrination.
Indoctrination? Me?
What about that
That seems
Leviathan
likely.
Bryson mentioned? How does that tie in?
It's some kind
What
of
about that
creature.
Leviathan
Our field
DLC
teams have
Bryson
been tracking
mentioned?
it. That artifact came in from
That
our researchers
DLC?
at Garneau.
Oh, Dr.
He sent
Bryson
an
brought
audio
that
log if
in.
you
It
wanna-
cost $9 to take a look at.
What's wrong?
You
Turn
okay?
back.
What are you talking about?
The darkness cannot be breached.
Damn it, get him over to the clinic.
You
See if they
okay?
can tell us what's wrong with him.
Yes, ma'am.
He's
Commander,
probably dead now.
You'll want to see this.
It's
It's an outgoing message from
I'm
Dr.
surprised they
Bryson to
gave him a
Admiral Hackett.
name.
Dr. Bryson, you have an update?
I could swear we'd seen a Dr. Hadley before.
Admiral,
Or he
Leviathan
wasn't a
disc that
doctor,
we've been
but we did.
investigating. I think we're really onto something.
Possible.
Someone was.
Give me the brief. About 20 years ago, the Batarians discovered a Reaper corpse that had died in battle. They covered it up and denied it ever existed.
What could
But I'm
kill
intrigued
a
by the
Reaper?
larger
I mean, besides
implication.
us.
What could have killed
Besides
the Reaper
us.
in the first place?
And that Thresher Maw.
Exactly. That's
And
the
that
real
Thresher Maw.
Leviathan. It's worth pursuing. Continue your investigation and update me on the progress.
There is also a follow-up message from a few weeks later.
On
Admiral,
screen.
the Reapers are shadowing my field teams as if they're hunting Leviathan themselves. Whatever it is, I believe Leviathan is nothing less than a Reaper killer. Almost an apex predator. And it has them nervous.
Seems
If we could
useful.
just find it, imagine the impact on the war. I'm formally requesting assistance in tracking it down. You'll have it. This is now your top priority, Doctor. Find that thing.
I hope we
It
weren't the
appears
help.
We were meant to be that assistance.
Oh shit. Well, sorry, I spent 20 hours. Leviathan could be
Oh,
useful.
shit.
I see Bryson's point.
By the way, it doesn't matter.
Anything
If you
capable
do it
of bringing a
immediately,
Reaper down
and
is
nothing
worth finding.
changes.
Despite the potential
Obviously.
dangers it could pose.
I just
Maybe not so obviously in this game.
No, unless we can find it.
in Mass
Bryson's
Effect 2 it
assistant
wouldn't be
did say they
obvious. In
recently
Mass Effect
received a
3
log
it's
from a
pretty
field
obvious.
researcher. It may
Except
yield
for the
more
times when
information.
it's not.
Except for those occasional times when it's like the most important thing in the world.
This must be the artifact the assistant mentioned. And here's the log.
Dr. Bryson, it's Garneau. I'm sending you an artifact I found. About the only thing I found there, in fact. Maybe it's nothing, but I'd swear Leviathan came through here. I'm gonna crunch some numbers. Burn up the rest of this project travel allowance.
I really like the insistent
Maybe I can protect our
terminology.
Reaper killer's movements. I'll check in when I get to the next site.
Garneau appears to be our best lead to track Leviathan, but he does not state a destination.
Oh, well, let's find one then.
Let's focus on what he does say then.
He mentioned extrapolating Leviathan's path.
And crunching numbers. He wasn't flying blind. He had data.
A significant amount of data, judging by this office.
And the amount of
So how do we
clickables
narrow
within it.
down?
Bryson and his colleagues evidently used a galaxy map search program in their hunt for Leviathan.
Okay.
It may help us locate Garneau.
Alright, well, let's take a look.
Does this tell us
You
where
click
Garneau
that
lived?
clickable.
No, but we may be able to narrow down his location if we find clues he was using in his search for Leviathan.
Okay, so yeah. We're gonna go ahead and get just about everything in here because it's almost all of it is really interesting. But as you grab different clues, you narrow down the search here. Technically, you only need to apply one, like, narrowing search filter before the game just lets you have free roam and you're able to find it on your own. But we're gonna probably do almost all of them. What's this here?
These are all murders in which the accused lacked a known motive and claimed memory loss.
Just like Bryson's assistant. You think Garneau was following a trail of blackout crimes?
It is possible. We need to find data matching dates and locations for crimes of this nature.
All right, we're gonna cross-reference on top of cross-reference.
Here's the time and date chart for the crimes. Can you filter for murders where the killer claimed memory loss?
Dude, that thing on the left looks like
Adding the search
an
filter,
early
you examine the results of the
2000s,
Galaxy Map program.
I'm gonna say techno album.
Absolutely.
Like, that would have been somebody that was on the Matrix soundtrack. And grab this, why not? Also, check out this thing right here. That's all
Yeah,
it
look at
does.
that.
That's it. It follows you, which is even better.
That's
Oh,
pretty great.
That is good. Keep that in mind for later, by the way.
Oh boy, okay.
Sir, this is Bryson. We know the Reapers are after Leviathan. Studying Reaper hunting patterns could be vital to finding it.
That data is classified top secret, Dr. Bryson. If it falls into the wrong hands...
It won't. The data's encrypted. I'll keep the decryption key safe. Close to my heart.
That sounds like a code
Close to
word.
his heart. The hell does that mean?
It means he pulled like a gritty action movie. Oh fuck, dude, it's doing it again. You see that? Mission N7 AME. Come on.
Come on.
They couldn't even do a new one for the DLC mission. There's no time.
They thought nobody would notice.
The Thorian, a life form discovered on Pharos, provides fascinating insight into the life cycle of a truly alien species. Unlike conventionally intelligent life, it does not use mass relays. Prothean artifacts would not interest it. Commander Shepard claims that Reaper enemies, Turian air quotes, cultivated life to evolve along the lines they could predict, using technology the Reapers controlled. The Thorian is an exception to that rule. It evolved to use organic tools rather than conventional technology. Leviathan must be somehow similar to have survived undetected for so long. The Thorian used pain conditioning to control its victims, using them as manual labor, or even as a man would use his own hands and fingers. Commander Shepard claims that Reapers do the same thing through a different process called quote-unquote indoctrination. Whatever Leviathan is, it must do something similar. I like that the Thorian is still coming up, even now.
Bryson was tracking
neat.
unexplained creature sightings.
Because it was one of, like, the most memorable things to have happened in that first game.
Bryson was not merely tracking sightings. He was attempting to extrapolate a course.
And Garneau could have been following that course. Edie, can you add a search filter for systems along that projected path?
Computer.
Adding this search filter to the galaxy map.
Alright, sounds good. What about these rocks?
Meteorite fragment, maybe?
He was studying it as an object of importance. We should look more closely at a sample.
We should. You see anything cool about these
Meteorite
rocks, Edie?
sample with traces of element 0. Would Leviathan need EZO?
Everything
While
needs
it's
EZO.
not consumed as fuel during FTL travel, element 0 will decay after several centuries of active use. If Leviathan is old enough, it would need to replenish its supplies.
Okay. Can you give me a search filter
See,
for
that's
locations with
interesting.
element 0?
Because that means
the
that
search
after
filter
a
now.
long enough period of time, wouldn't the Mass Effect relays also become inert?
Keepers, dude.
Maybe so. But, like, what's the actual cutoff date for, like, on a long enough period of time? When does EZO just stop working?
Consider.
Looks like data on the Rachni.
The Mass Effect relays are just made of EZO.
Well,
I
consider...
don't know. I don't know what the fuck EZO is. I don't know if it's like gaseous or what.
EZO is element 0, which is...
I know that.
It's everything that powers biotics and everything that powers, like, the... It is totally linked to the way that Mass Effect relays work and Mass Effect fields work.
Looks like data on the Rachni.
It is your... It's not quite midi-chlorians. Let's not go that far. But it's the space juice in this universe what makes shit go.
March 7th, 2186.
It's the MacGuffin,
I'm looking at the
basically.
Rachni.
Yeah,
Their
kinda.
movements during the Rachni Wars
It's the unobtainium of the Mass Effect universe.
Timing is wrong.
I do like unobtainium. I've always been a fan of that one.
What if
See,
Leviathan was
that's so
preparing the
strange to
Rachni
me
to
because I
fight the
fucking
Reapers?
hate unobtainium.
What do you think, Edie?
It
Yeah?
is possible that Bryson's team is using ancient
I would like
magnets
it if I
to
liked
find
Avatar
Leviathan.
more.
We saw a data pad containing
By
data
which I
on
mean
Rachni
James Cameron's
data.
Avatar. I love
It
Avatar:
may
The
be
Last
relevant.
Airbender. I can't fucking stand the Na'vi and every... fake Pocahontas.
By Anne Bryson, age 9.
Look at
Records
that
indicate
kindergarten
Anne's
drawing of a
natural-
Hanar.
She works for the Alliance.
That's pretty
Bryson
good.
was keeping the encryption key close to his heart. What's closer than family?
An interesting hypothesis, but I detect no trace of the decryption key in this art.
Edie hates it. There is no artistic value. Oh boy, Sovereign Fragment. Yeah, I wonder why you guys started to get indoctrinated. Maybe it's because you're keeping this garbage around your apartment.
Sovereign, vanguard of our destruction. How's that working out for you, big guy?
Sovereign
Don't
got
look
punked.
closely at that.
No. Don't look too close. Oh my god. I forgot about this. I want an art print of this.
Absolutely.
God, that's so cool. And it's like the size, it's almost our full height. It's got to be what, 5 feet tall probably?
Maybe 4.
4 maybe? Yeah. Depends on how tall Shepard is, I guess.
I say average height. That's my guess.
So, 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah, like just
Another
looking at
piece
the
of
head to body
Anderson's
ratio.
childhood art.
Wait a minute.
The contempt is
Take a
palpable.
Look at that.
Ah, yes.
I can
Art.
use these numbers to construct a decryption key.
All right,
From
let's
children.
get back to the data pad we found earlier.
Edie can barely contain her hatred of children.
Dr. Bryson.
I relate.
Request. I'm clearing
Fair enough.
Task Force Aurora for intercepted Batarian communications regarding the Leviathan of Dis.
Commander, the Dreadnought is in custody, but the Solarians may have surveillance footage. Our ambassador will issue a full denial. Give me your preliminary analysis. Several million years old at least, and its technology outstrips anything on the Council. Excellent. Our scientists will work day and night to bring its secrets to the hegemony. One concern,
Oh, you see those Cerberus logos on those papers recycled from Mass Effect 2?
I do, and they're also on that desk down there. In front of that big screen.
Yeah.
What could this mean? Does this mean that Dr. Hegemony Miles Bryson, or whatever the fuck his name is, was secretly working with Cerberus? Maybe. Maybe. Oh god, I love these couches. I'm sorry. It's the dumbest thing to get tossed up on about, but I love these couches. Yeah, no, see, if you look down here, it's also... Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Alright, well, let's take another look around here. We got some outside stuff to look at as well. Including, I believe, some pickupables? Yeah, cranial trauma system.
Neat.
Be
It's a good system to have.
also a really good name for a band.
So-so.
Depends
I
on
would
the
give that
band.
a so-so.
Eh.
It does depend on the band.
Alright, more pistols. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can cross-reference this. Also, there you go. Some sort of fishy species from before.
Space whale.
Space
Yo,
whale.
it's the Loch Ness Monster. Like, actually, look at it.
Nessie.
Loch Ness
Yeah.
Monster?
Please see.
Yeah!
Loch Ness Monster's more interesting.
Interesting and
Yeah!
consistent.
Edie is Edie's on it today. Okay.
I love the idea that in, like, 21 whatever the fuck, people still think that the Loch Ness Monster is a thing.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Blackout crimes.
No
Nothing.
results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Not all clues matter.
Element 0 deposits.
What about Ezo? Okay.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Let's go ahead and take the blackout crimes off of there. There's no matches
Based on the
there.
search results, Garno is in one of these 5 systems. I have marked the Normandy map with possible locations. We can leave now, unless you wish to further narrow the search.
We got one more option here. Let's say the creature
Alien
sightings.
sightings?
Three possibilities.
All right. Well, those look like the most likely places to go. So we'll check those out then. Off we go. Solving mysteries, rewriting history
In space.
in space. You know, I would buy a little model of a Mass Effect Sky car.
Yeah?
I would. I don't think that they sell them. Like you would have to go to Etsy or something for that. I don't
Get
think
it
they
3D
actually...
printed.
Yeah, that'd be an option. Thank you, trainer.
3D printing never quite took off.
It did and it didn't. Like it depends on where you are. When I worked at the university, it was very much a thing. Because we had, like, the engineering lab had a 3D printer in it, and people would constantly be using it for different things. But in, like, main day-to-day usage, not so much. Okay, so let's see. We are headed to the... We're supposed to be headed to the Acer system within the Kaelston Rift. Let's see. Southern quadrant of the asteroid belt. It's, it was on one of these things. I wish that they had...
You just looked at it.
Oh, Crescent Nebula, scan for Dr. Giroux? Dr.
No.
Garneau? Fuck, why did I say Dr. Giroux?
This isn't Dragon Ball.
Kaelston Rift, there we go. Could you imagine we go looking for Dr. Garneau and instead we find the androids?
That'd be pretty rad, not gonna lie.
You're there to scan a planet and Trunks just pops out of a wormhole and he's like, have you ever considered joining the Time Patrol? Acer, there it is. They make okay computers. I think mine is an Acer. I think.
Signal
I don't
confirmed.
even know.
No.
We have
Mohammed.
located Garneau.
Alright, here he is. Mohammed
That was
is...
easy.
Yeah, it's a good thing that the wiki exists.
Gonna
Metallic
go land on a
asteroid.
big asteroid?
That's right. The rights to mine Mohammed belong to TGES Mineral Works, who sell their products primarily to the colonists of Arvuna. Close flyby reveals light emanating from its facilities. Population 152. Well, I didn't learn anything interesting. But let's go. Okay, who do we want on our deals? I'm gonna say Liara. Liara's got some vested interest in this stuff.
They seem pointed on having Edie be a part of it, so...
Yeah, let's bring Edie along. Also, I like Edie. She hasn't gotten quite enough screen time in this game yet. Yeah, our guns are probably fine. And fuck it. Fuck it, I say. Just give me whatever.
It don't matter.
It really doesn't matter at this point. Dude, at this point, we're just doing cleanup.
We're about 5 minutes out, Commander.
What exactly is on this asteroid?
Mining facility. TGS Mineral Works. Small operation. Could be a good place for Leviathan to hide.
Literally, I could have just heard that and not have had to read the thing, and it would have been the exact same. Tell me
We've
more.
all read Edie's notes on Bryson's lab. Any questions?
Do we have any more information on what Leviathan could be?
No.
Not really. We only know it killed a Reaper.
But it is Garneau, Dr. Bryson's associate, that we are looking for.
No, fuck him.
If we find Garneau, we find Leviathan.
He's probably dead too.
Agreed.
I love that Shepard's like, right, yeah, we should probably look for him and not Leviathan. It's got my attention.
Powerful enough to take down a Reaper, but hiding from the war. There's more to this.
Edie's like,
Still,
wait,
Garneau has
aren't
the
we
answers
looking
we
for the
need.
assistant?
I'm
And he's
reading
like,
Reaper
no.
enemy signatures in the asteroid
No, we're
field.
looking for Leviathan because that's what
Bryson
the
said they
DLC
were
is
shadowing his
named.
field teams. If they're after Leviathan too, Reapers are a good sign.
That's not something you hear every day.
Yeah.
Take us in.
Whatever, we'll kill it like all the rest. I have this feeling like Shepard's renegade personality is starting to rub off on me.
You think so?
I think so. I wasn't quite this bloodthirsty when we started the run, and now here we are. I've also been watching a lot of Star Trek Deep Space Nine
Don't go
lately.
anywhere, Cortez. We'll grab this guy and be right out. Keep me updated on the Reaper situation.
It is so far the only Star Trek that I like almost anywhere near as much as TNG. It's really, really good, and it's shockingly easy to watch like an entire season of it in one day.
Scouting party.
That sounds larger than the term
It's got good
scouting party
momentum.
would suggest.
Totally. Oh, come on, guys. We could have done something. Okay. Let me take stock here. We got Marauder shields over there. How about you toss
Hit him with
out...
a Carnage.
Carnage it is. I'll hit you with a Carnage. And I'll hit you with the Incinerate. Get some of those armor points down. Yeah. Like it never happened.
Yeah.
I like that it makes one last grab for you. Sorry, man. My gun's bigger. Like, substantially bigger. Man, he's just not paying attention to us. Toss another one of those out there. Yeah,
Give him another one.
Deep Space Nine is really good. It has a character that I think you would enjoy a lot. His name is Odo. He is
Garneau before the serious troops arrive.
This facility will be scared.
he is like a one of his kind, the last one of his kind, changeling shapeshifter, who heads up the security of the space station, and he's just like no-nonsense constable, kind of Javert from Les Mis type, but he also just happens to be a pile of goo who assumes the form of a human.
Yeah.
And he doesn't do it very well. Like, they make his makeup
well,
all...
neither do I.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
All guests need to sign in at reception.
This place is already not somewhere I want to be.
This doesn't feel right.
I don't know, this seems like what usually happens when I walk in a room.
What's this? Restraint? Subtlety?
I don't know about subtlety.
More subtle than the rest of the game has been.
Yes.
Commander Shepard of the Alliance, you just had Reaper troops attacking your front door.
Are they still there?
I've taken care of them for now.
I see. That will be all.
Okay.
That will be.
Seems fine. What's the problem?
Hello?
Yes. Welcome to TGS Mineral Works. How can we help you?
Yes. For the tour. Please sign in.
Yo, what's going on?
You don't seem worried about those Reapers. You know something I don't?
TGS Mineral Works is a small to mid-level supplier of tungsten to the galaxy.
That's not what I meant.
Are you familiar with the applications of tungsten?
Come on.
Look, we don't have time to waste. I'm looking for a researcher, Dr. Garneau. It would have arrived within the last couple weeks. If he's still here, I need to speak to him.
We have no Dr. Garneau.
Do you need to see a doctor?
Can't I just go in and look around?
No. The access elevator is broken.
And now?
That dude just broke it.
Yep.
Step away. You don't belong here.
Dude, Edie is actually more emotional than both of these guys. It's great.
Look around. Carefully.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see what's so out of the ordinary here. Whenever I walk into a room, I hear like the music cue and everything, right?
This is like your average office environment.
That's right. The tests purportedly pushed the subject past his emotional breaking point. The subject is currently in a catatonic state and being treated in hospital. All further tests planned for the subject have been cancelled. Moving forward, a new screening process will be put in place to prevent similar delays. Fun.
This seems... You remember what the word of the day is?
I do.
Welcome to TGS Mineral Works. Proud providers of tungsten since 2162.
It's
Well, that
been the
was
word of the
helpful.
day since,
Since the first game?
Yeah, I was gonna say since Mass Effect 1. I couldn't remember if it's, like, started in Metal Gear or something.
Oh, maybe. Dr. Triffin, your appeal is denied, your resources are cut off, and you've been reassigned. Clean out your office and report to Dr. Lan. There will be no further discussion on this matter. Hey guys, what's up?
Excuse me.
You don't belong here.
Yeah, fair enough.
The people seem fearful. It is difficult to determine why.
We need to fix the elevator.
Always with the elevators this series.
Yeah.
I'll set the drone to repair the elevator, but we have to stay with it.
Guide the drone. Return the slab. I'm so glad that we had the same thought process on that.
Yeah.
Also, look how incredibly easy it was to fix the elevator. Nobody gives a shit. Garneau
They had
was
to
in
fit
here.
it in the room.
That's right. Well, looks like we're headed in the right direction.
The security log for the elevator said Garneau was here in the last week. Why would they lie about that?
I don't know, maybe
No
because
idea.
they're indoctrinated.
Let's hope we don't have to look too far.
Maybe it's because they're indoctrinated. Maybe it's because we've entered an endless recursion of time. After
A lot
comparing...
of that going around lately.
Oh yes, and a lot more of it coming up soon. I'm gonna call it right now. You remember how a couple of years ago was the year of the grappling hook in games?
Yeah.
2021 to 2023, I'm gonna say is gonna be the year of the Groundhog Day loop. I'm calling it.
Yeah. We get 3 of them.
Yeah, well, all of the games that would have come out in 2021 and then got delayed, right? So
No, it'll just be a Groundhog Day loop for like 3 years.
Oh god, I mean that's getting off easy. Nobody can figure out what's going on with these space dogs' digestive tracts. Further research is required. How's your plants? Note to staff, this new crossbreed appears harmless and would be inconspicuous in an office environment. However, it is exceedingly dangerous. Use extreme caution when working with all 3rd-generation plants.
I see a trend.
What if it's just the Thorian
They
again?
appear to be doing everything but
What if it was just the Thorian again? You get to the Thorian and he's like, "Oh, Shepard, I'm sorry to have scared you. I will totally help you kick the shit out of these Reapers."
We should look into that.
I thought you were gonna say you get to the Thorian and it's like, oh shit, not you again.
Why? Why me?
Security terminal. A level 5 passcode is required for access.
I don't have one.
Access denied.
Do you think that would have worked if we just said I had one?
Ice cream.
The password is swordfish.
The password is password.
Password 1.
Password 2.
You don't belong here.
Yeah, I'm getting that feeling.
Seriously, what's the problem? This just happens whenever I go places.
TGS Mineralworks has an eye on the future. Cutting-edge research drives us forward.
Hello? Oh, hi there. Can you help me?
You shouldn't be here.
Okay. Well, alright.
Even the Asari are all fucked up.
Have a good day.
TGS Mineralworks is focused on.
Oh, good. Great.
Yeah,
Oh,
me too.
You see the frame rate fucking fall apart as it tried to track me?
Oh man.
It couldn't have been that hard.
This is a restricted area. An active patient file number is required.
2.
I don't have that.
Access denied.
I love the promptness of it.
It's so good. Jen Hale is a treasure. Sector E maintenance. Since applying recent feedback, your work has shown a vast improvement. Your work with the corrupted skin samples we acquired was impressive. You're being given a promotion and a raise in security access level. Thank you for your hard work. This review is confidential. Employees are encouraged not to leave reviews in view of others. Well, there's our personal ID number. We got it right there.
Personnel ID.
Turn back, Commander.
I love that shit so much. It's like, hey, here's your access code. By the way, don't leave this on the ground where anybody can see it.
This is a restricted area. An active patient file number is required.
I don't have that.
Access denied.
Okay, maybe we gotta go back and use the other one.
Yeah, you gotta go back to the other door.
We immediately start panting for our lives. Spectre training my ass. Look, I can pop into the character menu right now.
Can't deal with it.
I maxed out our points in fitness. What the fuck? What is happening?
Yeah, but you didn't max out your points in not holding a gun, and it's giving you a huge penalty.
I don't have one.
Access denied.
Okay, we're clearly missing something.
Even estimating 60 days for complete global starvation. That's the merciful route.
Absolutely. That's the data to use.
Evil science. Weird science. I didn't know we were playing Metal Gear Solid 5 already.
ID 231-95.
Access granted.
I don't have that.
Access denied.
Imagine you give her the correct number and you start walking through the door and say, I don't have that, and it just shuts the door on you. Like chomps off your arm.
Access denied.
Andrea, I miss you. Why don't you return my emails? Your mother is very ill and needs to see you. I love you. Come home soon, Dad. Dad? I don't have that. The quality of this
Access denied.
You try to go to like the therapy office and you're the therapist. You try to go to the therapy office and you're like, "Can I have therapy?" And they're like, "You need money." And you're like, "I don't have that." And they say access denied. Oh boy, I should have probably actually read that thing. What did that say? The quality of the ore samples is not
minerals.
great. Bad.
Bad rocks.
These rocks are bad.
These rocks suck.
Why did we wasted millions of dollars in... Sorry, we wasted billions of credits for this broken rock. This rock sucks. Fuck this rock.
This is a restricted security.
Do I have what I need for this one yet?
A level 5 passcode is required for access.
I don't have one.
No.
Access denied.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I shouldn't have made that noise. Sorry, everybody. Oh, here we go. Let me in. Let me in!
I love that. I love that take so much.
I don't have it.
Access denied.
Attention. Comm system is offline. This message was not sent.
Bryson, it's Garno. I've had to go into hiding, and I need you to come get me.
Oh, how'd that go?
Another one of those artifacts here. More important than we realized. It's in the mines. Here's the nav point. That's where I'll be. If something happens, I'm attaching a passcode that I hacked together. It'll open any security terminal.
Okay, that's useful.
Bryson, something is very wrong here. Please hurry. Garno out.
Liara, you're smarter than me. What does it mean?
So he's still here. Do we have that passcode hack?
Yes. We just need to input it at the security terminal.
Just gotta hit the button. Alright. Let's go back to the security terminal. Let's go back to the lab again. Also, I want to point something out. You hear that?
Yeah.
Shepard,
As
I
soon...
think the security terminal is behind us.
I know, Liara. Hold on. I'm trying to show off an audio thing. Whenever she's, like, panting because of the sprint button, you just let off. It just immediately cuts off the sprint. Nope, I'm fine. I love it. I love it. You know, whenever you're like, when you're running and you're out of breath, and then you just stop and you're immediately fine.
Yeah, totally.
Ship dropped him off a week ago.
Me and my 250-pound self, I totally understand.
All muscle, baby. All muscle. All one really big muscle.
Yeah, it's my brain.
It's my mind!
My mind!
The altercation in the mines.
Garneau was heading to the mines.
Looks like he was taken to the med bay.
You are in the mineral lab, a low security, all access area. The med bay is restricted to authorized personnel with active patient file numbers.
Ah, yes, the med bay.
I don't have one of those.
Let's go get Garneau.
Access denied.
Come on, Edie. I brought 2 incredibly smart people with me so that I don't have to be smart.
All you have to do is click the button.
And somehow still we're running in circles.
Because you're not clicking the right button.
An active patient file number is required.
2.
File 7364.
2.
Access denied.
Smacks you. Again, like, as you're walking through, it just catches you on one of your guns, and you're stuck.
Yeah. Strong magnets.
They're really powerful magnets. They wouldn't be this strong if the doors weren't all broken, and the doors wouldn't all be broken if people weren't crazy.
Is that Garneau?
I hope not, or we've hit a dead end.
Literally.
If you are looking for Garneau, you have found him. I am Dr. Garneau.
I'm Commander Shepard of the Alliance. Are you all right?
Great. How are you?
Yes. Only I'm trapped in here.
What happened to you, man?
What's been going on in this
You
place?
used to be cool.
I was doing my research. Until the incident.
They attacked you.
It's true. But aside from my confinement, I'm fine.
Hey, can you tell me what's going on?
Whatever's going on here, I need you to focus.
Of course, Commander.
I need you to tell me everything you found on the Leviathan. Bryson seemed to think it killed a Reaper.
It's a myth. A dead end.
In your call to Bryson, you mentioned an artifact.
I did? No.
Yes, Doctor, you did. But now we've got Reaper forces attacking, so I need to break you out. We'll grab the artifact and go.
Reapers. The darkness must not be breached.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of
The
that lately.
Why do you pursue me?
Doctor?
How are you doing that with your voice?
You will not take what is mine.
I don't believe we are speaking to Garneau.
You killed a Reaper. I need your help.
You'll bring only death.
Oh, that was loud. My space ears. The only thing that can help me now is some dude strumming on an electric guitar.
And help it does.
Ghost arm, thank you.
Someone has cut the power.
Don't worry. We'll cut through this cut power like a hot cut through cut butter.
Wait! We need to get
Sir.
to that artifact before he does.
He said it was in the mines.
We'll need to find a different route.
Alright, how about up this bad ladder? That's
To the mines!
That's a good way to not have to show off the bad animation for the ladder. Just
It's also not a bad level transition.
No, it's not.
I feel like I've seen this spot before.
We were just here.
We never find the Reapers moving in a direction away from us.
I feel like I've seen this before in another part of the game.
That's entirely possible. It might have been repurposed for a multiplayer mission or something. In the Hall of the Mass Effect.
That's right.
In the Hall of the Hudson King. Come on, everybody. We need to get away from Casey Hudson and his bad writing. Ooh, what's this? Another upgrade for a gun I don't use.
You're playing Alan Wake and you just start hearing In the Hall of the Stephen King.
Oh, man. You know what? In Alan Wake, Hall of the Mountain King would be awesome.
Yeah.
Because Remedy would know what to do. When Remedy puts music in a game, it's because they wanted to put music in a game.
This is true.
They wanted to get our stream taken down.
And get it taken down, they did.
Although, they did not get our, we only got, well, let me see, we got 2 copyright strikes for doing Alan Wake, and neither of them was Children of the Elder Gods.
Enemies on the upper balcony.
One of them was In Dreams, which is the song in David Lynch's Blue Velvet. And the other one was... Shit, what was the other one? Oh, the other one was Alan Wake's American Nightmare. We got copyrighted for Kasabian. When the satellites were crashing down. Which, like, that was the music track that we were desperately trying to shout over, and that was the moment when I realized, oh, this doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, we were actively trying not to get that one blocked off, and it still did. And then what was the Black Star? Oh my god.
It's like a Reaper larva. Look at it.
Oh wow, yeah, that did quite a bit. But it was that, and then it was immediately after us trying to play through. Fuck, what was it? Was also American Nightmare. It was when they started playing the Poets of the Fall track, and it just. Oh, I need to get out of here. Excuse me. We started playing the Poets of the Fall track, and I was like, oh shit, I forgot the sequence was in the game. I can't mute it now. And it just didn't get claimed, so it was fine.
Maybe they know.
Maybe they know. Maybe they don't know shit. Oh man, look at this.
Maybe they don't know fucking shit about how fucking shitty this fucking shit is.
Look at how, like, we're clipping through and over and in the middle of every single piece of the environment because it doesn't know how to handle the vaulting at speed. Can we do something about these guys? Anybody? You feel like maybe shooting them? Alright, here. Maybe toss a warp in there. And I'll... Oh, it went that way. Alright. Where the other one... Oh, there it is. Okay. Fighting Banshees is really stressful, which is cool, because it should be. They're horrifying. Also, this shotgun is not doing me a whole lot of favors right here. There we go. Like it never happened. Okay, now somebody else. Yeah, I'm gonna send you one of those. You send you one of those. And you, give him another warp. Oh! That one hurt. And now you... Oh wow, it's a good thing this Ravager didn't see me while I was taking cover, or we would have just been dead.
Let's find that artifact.
There's the door.
The door's open, let's go. Whoop. 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 There we go. You know what's a weird thing to miss, but I really miss?
What's that?
The third-person shooting in Deadly Premonition 2.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was just so bad that it was so playable. I don't know how else to put it other than it was very playably bad.
Hmm. That's an interesting perspective you have there.
Looks like the door's
I thought you might appreciate that.
The trouble spots are out there. We should send this repair drone.
We'll need to escort it.
Unfortunately, the drone is damaged and is on reserve power.
Let's make it quick then.
Yep, okay. Well, I guess the one thing that Mass Effect also needed was an escort mission. What, you don't like it? Listen, this DLC
I think I have made my feelings on it very clear.
This DLC totally does have dedicated credits. So, if you're upset, just look at whoever the designer of this section is, and you have somebody to actually blame, which is kind of incredible.
I'll have to remember that. I probably won't remember that.
Oh, I won't remember it either.
Gotta hold on a little longer.
Understood.
Oh, this is rough.
Stay close to the drone.
I would if I could, but I can't, so I won't.
Shepard, we still need to escort that drone.
I fucking know, my dude. It's in the middle of It's in the middle of nowhere, with its husband, Eustace Bag. Creepy stuff happens in nowhere.
We need to hurry.
On it.
And it's up to Drone to save its new home.
And it's up to Glyph to save its new home. Oh, Edie, do something. Don't just stand there like a lemon. Oh, there it is.
The drone doesn't have much time
Man, I
left.
still can't believe Tally's dead.
I'm on it.
We haven't really talked about that enough.
What are you talking about? Tally's doing great. Tally just took a really big dive off the side of that cliff into the water below. She's happily swimming in the waters of Rannoch.
I mean, after a fashion.
You can't argue that she's anywhere other than underwater on Rannoch. Unless she's on the
I can't argue
shores.
that she's anywhere but on Rannoch.
Maybe she washed up on the beach at some point. You know, to catch her breath.
Yeah.
We need to get that drone over there, Shepard.
I
Is
know.
washing up on a beach what you do when you're in control of your actions?
I mean, the only person that's in control of any actions in this game is Commander Shepard.
Commander Shepard is in control of all of the action.
It is a third-person control action game.
No, Control is a third-person control action game. And it's all about taking control.
That's true. Jesse would get along with Shepard, I think.
She would definitely be the more mellow of the two.
Yeah, well... I always wonder, like, what do you think it's actually like hanging out with Shepard? Because there's...
Shepard is fucking intense.
It depends on how you play them, right? Shepard, it would be hard to be in the same room as them because they're constantly the best at everything, and the universe, like, bends over backwards to make sure that you know it. And it's not like it's not like a bad thing, right? Because they're great.
Yeah.
And they always like take care of the people around them. Or, you know, if they're renegade, then, you know, the situation is even worse because they're just taking care of themselves. But you can't, like, argue that Shepard's not superior in most situations. Is she dead? Yeah, I think she's dead. Good. We did it. Go team.
Did you know that powers cannot be used during cooldown?
I didn't know that. Did you know that no ammo?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that ammo full?
Ammo, yes.
Ammo equals yes. What's next? What do we got? He just opens the door and it explodes. I don't know why I was thinking about that.
The artifact.
Like in Bryson's office. Move! I got a shot! Garneau!
Alright, Nathan explosion. I mean, Nathan literally explosion. Holy shit.
Damn it.
Dunkin' Nails. Coffee. Anyway, he's dead.
Oh yeah, totally dead.
Sorry, he went hamburger time.
Yeah, it was hamburger time for him.
Shepard, over here.
What have you got?
I'm losing my shit over here at the concept of hamburger time.
It appears he's been dead for a while.
Sorry, Edie,
So
that term
Leviathan
makes me a little
have Bryson
uncomfortable.
killed. Can take over this colony.
Could we refer to
Can use
dead
them as
as something a little bit more accessible, like hamburger time?
Anything else useful?
Encrypted data and a personal log with 8 missed calls from a Dr. Ann Bryson.
Aww.
And Bryson.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm Commander Shepard. You alright?
I think so. I feel strange, but all right.
Oh boy. Hey, Garneau, huh?
Do you recognize this man?
I thought they were gonna pan over and he's just like, do you recognize this man? And it's the charred, exploded corpse of the dude that blew up.
How is that possible?
What's been going on here?
Can you tell me anything about what happened to you?
Not really.
I'm gonna guess that somebody found that artifact, they brought it in, and then
It just
everybody
seemed
slowly
cold.
started going crazy.
I remember a
I
feeling
feel like we've been through this week already.
cold and dark.
If dark was a feeling, that's exactly what I felt.
That artifact. Do you know where it came from?
Came out of the mine. Right. Head office was supposed to send someone. That's about all I can...
Alright, I'm out of here.
Cortez, what's your situation? Can you bring the shuttle?
Affirmative. Strangest thing. A couple of minutes ago, the Reaper forces broke off and left.
Reaper. What's a Reaper?
It's a plot device.
What year do you think this is?
2176.
2176 was 10 years ago.
What?
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Let's arrange for these people to be evacuated into temporary quarantine.
I'm sorry. We lost Mother Base.
No memory of the
I'm
last
afraid
10
it's
years.
been 9 years. Go on, Shepard. Let the legend come back to life.
It now seems Leviathan not only has the power to destroy a Reaper, but possesses an indoctrination ability.
Could it be a Reaper itself?
Possibly.
What I'm thinking is it is the living version of like what all the Crab Reapers are based on.
If it is a Reaper, then I want to know what it's up
Hey,
to.
guess what?
How long has it been out
Fucking
here?
spoilers, yeah.
Why?
Yes.
Edie, did we get anything from Garneau's notes?
I'm glad that you... Yeah.
They suggest that Garneau
You just saved us another, like, 2 hours.
Mind-affecting properties.
Don't have to finish the DLC now.
Nope.
Agreed.
Throw it in the trash.
When I head back to
We can
Bryson's
start
office, I
playing
want you
Citadel
there.
instead.
Yes, Commander.
I want to know just what the hell these artifacts really are and what they can do.
We've already seen what they can do.
Powerful, whatever they are, and dangerous.
Dude, we know what they do.
Got one sitting right in the middle of the Citadel.
Can we just... Okay, listen. So, massive space Cthulhu's, right?
Uh-huh.
Can we just make it like a universe-wide mandate that anytime somebody sees one of these artifacts, you just shoot it? Just break
Just
it.
destroy it.
Remember that part in Final Fantasy XIV when they should have totally just broken that thing? And they didn't, and it came back and bit them in the ass?
You mean like every time that happens?
Yeah, but there's one specific one that I'm thinking of, right?
It's not coming to me.
Okay, well, they make a point of something really important showing up on screen, right? And they're like, we're not gonna blow it up. We're gonna get rid of it. And then it shows up again. And the fucking second it shows up again, they're like, we need to blow it up.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember now.
We gotta go back to Dr. Bryson's laboratory.
Like, why didn't you just destroy them, though?
Bryson's laboratory. Well, they're like, why didn't we just destroy them? And then they asked the writers, and the writers were like, yeah, you know what? In hindsight, it was really stupid that we didn't just destroy them. So the next time it shows up on screen, they're just destroyed. Oh, good. Thank you for showing me this in the middle of the cutscene. I appreciate that. Thank you for showing me...
Well, that's what you get. That's what you get for not upgrading, motherfucker.
Thanks for showing me that I can select my squad powers in the middle of this non-combat encounter.
We need to shield the artifact they've got here right away.
Should have pressed the button.
Dude, I bet you even if I pressed that button and upgraded, I bet it still would have.
Damn thing's been here the whole time. Why weren't we affected?
Perhaps the amount of time spent near the artifact is key.
Yeah, probably.
It affords
or maybe something Prothean cipher.
I mean, we need to reverse the polarity. We need the help.
If the Reapers are worried about it, then Leviathan has my attention. We could use that kind
You have any idea how many war assets a Leviathan could be?
Remain cautious.
Yeah.
It's likely that Leviathan compelled Bryson's assistant to murder.
It's probably like 45.
Taken. Just shows we don't know what we're dealing with.
How many Diana Allers is this Leviathan worth?
Leviathan. Perhaps we could find more information about it here in the lab.
Man!
Agreed.
It's a quantifiable resource. You can't tell me that it's not.
I can't argue with that.
Diana Allers is 5 war assets, and I think each one of your party members is roughly 20 on their own. So that means that Diana Allers is roughly 25% as effective as Garrus.
Bryson's assistant Hadley. Do we have an update on his status?
He is in a vegetative state. The doctors believe it is permanent.
But the miners recovered when the artifact was destroyed.
Hadley lost consciousness when he attempted to answer our questions about Leviathan. It may have been a deliberate attempt to silence him permanently.
Is this just the head of that statue that was in the Citadel that they just broke and stole?
Yes.
But no, you don't understand.
Big old broken head.
We need it for the Reapers. Hadley, Derek, initial tests. Artifact test negative for infrared and ultraviolet emissions. No gamma or X-ray radiation detected. Follow-up tests. Artifact does not react to application of various stimuli. Internal readings inconclusive. No progress in determining age. Guess I stayed here all night finding out that this thing isn't really all that important. Fell asleep at desk. Conclusion. Artifact is definitely inert and safe. Recommend keeping it here for reference. We should all be near it. May be more useful than Leviathan in long run. Recommend we abandon hunt for Leviathan and seek more productive studies.
They were testing the artifact for energy emissions.
And found nothing. Still, I recommend leaving it shielded.
No, we didn't find nothing. Use context clues. You fucking, come on. Use context clues.
Anything interesting about the artifact's structure?
It is not constructed of the same compounds used in standard Reaper technology. Beyond that, nothing of relevance.
What about this? No?
No.
Shepard, that seems useless. I do not believe we can use it.
We can use this.
It is not important.
Edie, what project
Stop.
What if you could just
on when he found the artifact?
What if you could just take it and put it in your cabin?
Several ships,
fucking whatever.
A mythical creature, and a rare mid-tier enemy type in the Galaxy of Fantasy video game.
Of course.
It possesses a gaze attack capable of triggering synced animation kills. Player forums describe it as overpowered.
I meant the project, Edie.
Oh. Then, no.
There's got to be something here on this artifact. What about the server?
Bryson's assistant wiped the office server and destroyed all backups, likely before killing Bryson. However, records show new messages on Bryson's personal comm terminal upstairs.
Could be worth a look.
You know, for somebody who supposedly killed him and then wiped all evidence, this apartment seems literally full of evidence.
There's a lot of evidence.
Enough, so much in fact that you can go through it twice.
A message from Dr. Bryson's daughter, Anne. According to my records, she worked with her father.
I'm at the dig site in the Pylos Nebula. Project Scarab paid off.
Wait, according to your records, we fucking found the...
I think it could be affecting people's behavior.
We know that she's his daughter.
I tried to warn Garneau, but I can't get through. We've got Reaper scouts coming in toward the main site. I'm heading to the secondary base to grab what research I can.
Anne Bryson was attempting to contact Garneau on the asteroid colony.
She was his daughter.
Oh my god, what's wrong with your face?
We need her.
She's the only one who does. Wherever she is, we have to find her.
She sounded concerned for her safety. If Reaper forces are closing on her position...
Then we find her first.
She said she was in the Pylos Nebula, working for Project Scarab. That cluster contains several systems. I'll call up the nebula on the galaxy map.
Yeah, we gotta do the same thing a second time. Okay.
Gotta reuse those game mechanics, quote unquote.
Gotta reuse those game mechanics.
Quote unquote.
This DLC did not quite cost $10. So they could only put so much in here, I guess.
Yeah, that extra cent was worth that much.
Mm-hmm.
The Reapers. Let's hope we find Anne before they do.
The Reapers are behind all of this. What?
It's worth 10 Diana hours.
Just where she might be.
That 1 penny.
Relevant.
There is nothing relevant on Diana. There is nothing relevant in my files on Diana Allers, Shepard. You're right, Edie. Seems weird that we have her on the ship.
The locker is secure. We must locate an access card to open it.
Must we, though?
Activity in the Pylos
If you want a weapon.
Because the area is part of the Attica Traverse,
I do want a
criminal
weapon.
reports are unreliable at best.
What does some of this say? Does some of this say anything? There's a... Some of this is Spanish. I see C. Some of it is backwards. Yeah, some of this is...
You know what? At least they tried this time.
Yeah. Some of it is backwards, some of it is not. Which is interesting. It makes it at least difficult to read.
At least they tried to, like, lorem ipsum it.
Yeah.
Access card for the requisitions locker?
Yes. According to records, it was last used by Anne Bryson to obtain equipment for Project Scarab.
She was also his daughter.
Let's see what Anne Bryson requisitioned for Project Scarab.
In case you fucking missed it.
Water recycling equipment. Didn't take breathing masks.
Based on what Anne Bryson did or did not requisition, the dig site was arid but habitable.
Get me a filter for systems.
Thane would have liked it.
Yeah.
Too bad Thane's dead.
Thane's super dead.
And Tally. Miranda.
Zaid.
Probably some others. Jack. Jack's dead.
Jack's dead as shit.
Jack died first. And then we killed her a second time.
Yeah.
Caden. Private Jenkins. I care about Private Jenkins. Sorry, who? Oh, you said Ashley. I literally didn't hear you. Ashley is dead. Man, I didn't even mean for that one to be like a dunk on Ashley. I literally didn't hear you when you said it. But no, who? Nyreen is dead.
Yeah.
Although we couldn't help that one. I don't think Nyreen is I don't think Nyreen can be saved. Wait a second, did we get what we needed, or did I just go back to the Normandy for no reason?
Did you have to interact with the galaxy map?
Maybe. Let's see. Probably?
Probably.
I just didn't. Let's see if there's anything new on the galaxy map. Oh, we can go and assault the elusive man's base. No, find artifacts was there. No, I just fucked up. Sorry, everybody. Oh, wait,
Good job.
What was that up top? I see something up top, or am I crazy?
No, I saw it too.
What's up top? What is this? What could this be? Scan the dig site? The Pylos Nebula.
I believe that's it.
Yeah, they were talking about
Yeah,
this.
that's it.
Alright, I want to go back to the apartment if I don't have to. I mean, I'm sure they'll bring us back there. Oh, you know what? Yes, there is at least one point where they bring you back. It's all coming back.
Yeah, you gotta go
now.
pick up the head and put it in your quarters.
You would also really like the Ferengi, now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah?
So...
I found something.
Oh, what'd you find? Is this gonna be a war asset of some kind? So there's a race of aliens in Star Trek universe called the Ferengi, and the Ferengi are basically like... Wait, fucking nothing?
There is no sign of Ann Bryson in this system.
Okay, good. Well, that helps. The Ferengi are basically like money grubbing all the time, and that's their whole deal. Is they have like a system of creeds that they live and base their lives on called the rules of acquisition, and it's all about just making profit. And one of them is there's a Ferengi named Quark, and Quark is just like this crooked businessman who's always trying to, you know, nickel and dime people and trying to maximize his profits all the time. And he owns a bar on the space station, and everybody just comes to the bar to hang out, and he fleeces everyone, and it's great.
Right.
Arid but habitable planet, Namakli was briefly colonized by the Pyrena Corporation, a consortium of Asari colonists and socialized Vorcha laborers. After an economic downturn, however, many Asari left the planet, and the Vorcha population kept growing to the point where they could breed faster than could be educated. Soon they turned violent and uncontrollable, and the colonies essentially self-destructed. Today, Namakli is a wasteland with a little population, but Vorcha packs are scattered across the deserts. Settlers frequently run into these packs, discouraging recolonization. The lack of complex biota and scarcity of profitable metals drove the last few proverbial nails into Makli's coffin. No one has stepped forth in the past few years with the will, the funding, or the firepower to establish a permanent colony. Desert planet where everything sucks. Got it.
Yep.
Edie and Garrus. I miss you, Garrus.
You ready to shoot?
Garrus, please shoot things from a long enough range. We need to justify the fact that you are a sniper. Also, Edie, you should just take whatever you want. Garrus, you take whatever you... There you go. Everybody's leveled up now. Now everyone's powerful.
So we got reports of an attack on an excavation site.
Do we know anything else?
Right. Edie, can you tell us anything else?
This is the main site of a series of excavations established under Dr. Garrett Bryson. Staff records confirm the project lead is his daughter, Anne.
I know!
She has recently uncovered another artifact possibly linked to Leviathan. That discovery must have made this dig site a target.
It's a lead.
Yes. An attack means we're on the right trail. And since Bryson's daughter is our only lead, our objective is clear.
Wait, Bryson's daughter?
Nothing so far, Commander. If she's down there, she hasn't responded to our hails. Getting some strange signals, though.
Are you telling me that Ben is glory?
She uncovered may have caused additional complications.
Agreed.
Are you
Take a seat
implying
closer.
that Dr. Garrett and
Copy that.
Anne Bryson might have some sort of connection?
Nonsense.
We have hostiles!
I don't believe
Take us
you.
in.
Commander, on the landing platform.
Oh, I remember this mission now.
Well, that makes one of us.
Don't worry, you've seen this before.
Okay, let's get...
Damn it! Tracking multiple bogies.
Get us over there.
Negative, it's too hot. Heading to lower platform. Hang on. There, go.
Jump!
Wow, that sure was action-packed.
We can't stay here, Shepard.
This platform won't remain
Those things
stable
are so
for long.
cool.
Move.
They
She's
are.
somewhere above us.
Hello? Is anyone there? I'm coming down.
Fucking bug
No,
dragons.
Stay where you are. This is Commander Shepard.
Oh my
of the Alliance
God!
Navy. It's too dangerous. We'll come to you.
Yes, okay. You should take the elevator up on
Jesus
the
Christ!
Copy that. We're
If
on
this
our way.
looks like it's really hard to see what I'm doing, it's because it is. Also, was there something up here maybe that I could grab? I know these things are like collapsing and falling apart, but if there's clickables, I'm gonna clickable them.
You gotta clickable all the clickables.
That's right.
They're here.
Down we go. I would say jumping on these things is probably not the best idea, considering how precarious this whole thing is.
Don't worry about it.
Oh no.
Commander,
He's
they're
dead.
swarming everywhere up here.
Can you find a place to hide?
I'll try.
Get there. Stay put.
Oh god, I thought Edie was a husk for a second there. I saw a live thing just hanging out on the floor, and I was like, oh, it's another one of these guys. Not so.
Whoa, 'twas not to be.
Edie tried in vain to hide her erection, but lo, dear readers, 'twas not to be.
Oh no.
Oh god, I should have been looking over
We're
there.
not getting up that way.
Look for another path.
Where could we go? Oh, look at these cloth physics that they... Is
Look
that
at
the-
these cloth physics that are not actually physics because it's just an animation.
Yeah. I was gonna say, this is what, the second time that we've seen this? I think we've seen it one place before, but I can't remember where. I think we saw it at the very beginning of the game somewhere.
Yeah, on Earth probably.
Probably. Where the fuck is the elevator? We can't go that way.
You need to get up onto that rock face somehow.
Oh, here we go. I could not see that prompt for shit.
Could not see that bad ladder.
Well, when everything is the same color, it's really difficult to be able to
Looks like a bridge
discern
over
the
there.
difference between active parts of the environment.
One thing I do have to voice some appreciation for is the fact that no matter how much of the game is still one color, you can totally rebel against it in your own way by having the ridiculous armor.
Oh yeah.
Got it. Raising the bridge now.
We just look, we look completely out of place, and yet somehow still, like... It's one of those charming things about the Mass Effect games that it's not out of place to me, right?
You could... It's out of place in the environment, but not in the world.
It's funny.
Not in the universe.
This isn't all that different from the armor that I like to use whenever I play the game, which is like a very, very cheesy looking, like all black. Where our purple is purple, mine would be like very shiny black on bright green, like a Monster Energy can.
Yeah.
And I've always thought of Shepard as just like canonically looking really garish and out of place in the universe.
This way.
For some reason, it brings me joy. Because you think back to Mass Effect 1 and you've got like the Phoenix armor that's like pink and white, and it looks terrible on everyone.
You got it.
Especially Garrus.
And the
Yeah.
elevator's blocked. Is there another way out?
And it doesn't seem all that, it doesn't seem out of place.
Copy that.
give me something to climb and I'll climb it.
Who wants to have climb fight with me in the audience?
They were really proud of their, like, jumping and vaulting animations.
It's okay.
It's alright.
Alright.
I don't like it. It is okay. I know that I can be petty about this game for sure. But for some reason I don't like it and I've never liked it.
You would rather just have a jump button. I get that.
I would rather either have Mass Effect Andromeda's big jump jets and like hyper mobility, or I would rather have a more subdued take on it. I think for all the shit that Andromeda gets for being generally a pretty bad game, the movement in that game is very nice. The combat.
Because the
feels
things
good.
about it that are good are not things that people play Mass Effect for.
The things that... Okay, so it's a double whammy for me, too, because whenever you would try to have a conversation about Mass Effect 3, people would be like, oh, but the combat is so good, though. And I would be like, you know, because Andromeda is such a bad game, people don't let you say anything nice about it at all. Also, Edie's dead. But I always thought that everything that Mass Effect 3 gets attributed for doing something right, Andromeda actually deserves the credit for doing the same thing and better. Like, Andromeda is the action-focused AAA fighting version of Mass Effect that works. It's just that the story is garbage. But Mass Effect 3 also has a story that's garbage and gunplay that's not nearly as fun as Andromeda. It's just that Andromeda looks like a puppet show nightmare every second that you try to play it.
We can climb through here.
And oh boy, does it.
Stay hidden, Doctor.
We're trying, but there's too many of them. Hurry!
Did I ever tell you the reason why that game looks the way it does?
Why?
Is because in this game, and in the games before, they did facial capture, I want to say, for most of the conversations, right?
Uh-huh.
Whereas in Andromeda, they were like, no, that's way too much work. We need to get this game we need to get it out right now. And so they did like a massive amount of development on a AI subroutine for making facial animations happen so that they could just plug the recorded dialogue in and it would animate the faces instead of doing it by hand. But it doesn't work, which is why every conversation in that game looks like garbage.
You know what the weird thing is?
What's that?
Still there?
I'm pretty sure... I am reasonably sure that that's how Half-Life 2 does dialogue. Is all that shit is just made up on the fly.
It is! Like, I don't know the specifics of it because I'm not a game developer, but yes, they absolutely do have something similar for that. And it looks way better. Like,
and that was like more than 10 years before.
Yeah, more than a decade before. But to be fair, for some reason, the facial animations in those games still look really, really, really good.
Yeah. It's almost as if Valve had a good thing going until they fucked it up.
What are you talking about? Anthem... Sorry, fuck. Artifact went great. A game that they canceled like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. Yeah, it was good.
Keep in mind that people are still playing, like, Team Fortress Classic. Like, you can find servers for those.
Mm-hmm.
But Artifact is a no. Also, Artifact is a fucking card game, dude. Like, you don't... If you do the work to make it solid, it's evergreen. So how bad is a card game that you can't play it anymore? You know what I mean?
I thought you were gonna say it's a card game. Who the fuck wants to play one of those?
I mean...
Because that's how I feel.
I would normally feel that way, but I do play Duel Links, so...
That's true. You do play Duel Links. Fucking weirdo.
Listen, there are very few games out there that allow me to play as Seto Kaiba.
Fair enough.
The other one is
Fucking
Jump
weirdo.
Force.
Oh! I guess if you have to pick one...
Duel Links is a better game than Jump Force. Yugi. For some reason, just the way that Eric Stewart says Yugi is hilarious to me. Eric Stewart is a great voice actor. Every way that he says everything is fantastic, but listening to him as English Kaiba is wonderful.
Elevator's online. We're coming up.
Fire whoever designed that bottle.
Please hurry. I think Hopkins is dead.
Kaiba jetpacks into the Kaiba Dome.
He tried to run. I told him not to, but he wanted to help the others.
Wow.
Where did everyone go?
Oh, you're the only one.
They're not coming.
Sorry.
We have to keep moving.
Yes, of course.
Don't look too closely at that facial animation.
Man. Also, don't look too closely at the frame rate of those guys flying in the distance. I didn't show it to you, but in the very first level of this game...
When they attacked. I got back as quick as I could, but
oh God, she
what's happening?
She looks like she came out of Mass Effect 1.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know, Garrus. I saw it earlier.
I'm not sure, but it might have something to do with these paintings. Is that Leviathan?
Doesn't that seem disproportionately detailed?
Yes, we think so. It's old, much older than my father thought.
Yes, we did see it.
As if the natives were under
It
its
seems
power.
much more higher resolution than all of the textures surrounding it.
We've seen before. Doctor, I understand you found something recently.
The artifact. Yes, of course.
I love how
It's
Shepard
just
also
ahead.
looks at that thing and she's like, wait, that looks familiar. Is that a Leviathan? And not, that's a
May sound
fucking
strange,
Reaper.
but I'm certain it affects people. Their behavior. I've only had a short time to study it.
Not strange at all.
We know about that.
Did you find anything?
Not much, but I did learn something about the energy it generates. Get down!
The plot requires our characters to be so fucking stupid to not immediately understand what's happening.
What are they doing?
Yeah.
They've activated it. I've never managed anything. Doctor. They've learned too well. The darkness must not be breached.
Shepard! Take it out!
Got it.
You okay? Cortez, we have Ann Bryson. Need a pickup.
On my way, Commander.
Copy that. You see the shuttle? You run.
I read
Don't
that
look
as you
back.
see the shitlords, you run.
Yes.
I want Femshep to say shitlords.
Yeah. I'm with you on that one.
You see the shitlords, you run.
You need to get rid of that harvester.
Alright, I'll shoot it. I'll shoot it as many times as I have to. Excuse me, Garrus. But yeah, like, okay, so while it is technically a spoiler to be like, oh, I think that the Leviathan was just a Reaper. And while it is technically a spoiler to say that, also, you play the game for like 2 seconds, and you see everything going on in the lab, and you're like, oh, well, duh, that's what that is, right? Because we know the way that Reaper tech works. Like, we know that
We found that out at the end of Mass Effect 2.
Yeah. And we know that a Marauder, for instance, is a Turian, or was a Turian. So it stands to reason that the Reapers had to come from something, because we also know that this cycle is way older than... Oh my god. The fuck? I think it shot the things behind me, and the game was just like, oh, what do I do? But yeah, like, we know that the Reapers are not the beginning of whatever the cycle is.
We'll bring it down.
We have all of the information to be able to tell what's going on here without explicitly having to be told. And then you show up...
I thought you guessed it.
Well, then you show up on the planet, right?
Yeah.
And Shepard is like, oh, what is that thing? Is that a Leviathan? And you're like, come on, man. Like, imagine if Shepard looked at that and was like, wow, it's an ancient painting of a Krogan. The detail is uncanny.
Krogan statue head.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna go invisible. I'm gonna hide from this plot while I can. Oh, I can't jump up. Oh, fuck. So that's the kind of plot that always bothers me, is not like... People will claim that anything that they don't like in a story is a plot hole. And I think for the most part, people don't actually know what plot holes are when they talk about plot holes, especially on the internet.
Yeah.
But when a story requires you to be so stupid as to not be able to do, like, basic feats of object permanence and A equals B. It's like, the fuck, man?
Copy that. Everybody, let's go.
It's really hard to take the story seriously when your main character is canonically an idiot. And everyone around you is an idiot. But they weren't in the previous game!
Hey, what you doing, Edie?
Iggy's just hanging out. So who are you?
Yeah, Commander. I think so. I blacked out.
Leviathan took control of you. We cut the connection before you got hurt.
Leviathan itself? That's incredible.
The Reapers seem as
Yeah, it's like a
interested in
whole
us as we are.
thing.
Yeah, it certainly seems that way.
Listen, whatever happens, if you start hearing voices in your head,
We were hoping
just,
you could help us figure out
I don't know,
why.
go to sleep or something instead.
But
Don't listen to him.
First, Doctor, I have some bad news.
Anne, please. Suppose Leviathan's broken away from the other Reapers. Never went back to dark space. Like a rogue, or even a defector. I have to call my father. He'll want to know.
Yeah, about
Anne,
that.
You need to listen to me, okay? Your father is dead. Sorry.
His tiny spine couldn't handle the weight of his giant lollipop head. It snapped under the weight of his own intelligence.
He found something that wanted to stay hidden.
Found something?
You're not the first to
He was
lose control.
performing experimental surgery
Your
on
father's
his brain to make it even larger,
minute he
and
was
his
fine,
back couldn't
the
take
next-
it.
He drew a gun on your father. I couldn't stop him.
I can't believe this.
We have to find out what's behind it all. You're the only one who can help us. Anne?
I want to see his office.
We'll arrange for
Probably not a good
transportation
idea,
and get you
actually. Alright, well, that takes care of that. Back to the office. Back to the lab again. Oh no, back to the lab again. Got a secret, so keep it on the low. Make sure nobody knows. Let's fly back. Waste all of our precious fuel getting there. This seems like one of those things that they could have just popped you back in the mass relay, right? I don't know, I want to find those artifacts. That might be something to do later. Alright. Back to the lab again. Coolio's in there somewhere.
Yes.
That's Coolio's head on the table. Just going, ah, the whole time.
Yep.
I keep freaking out that I'm gonna move the cursor too fast and accidentally hit the wrong thing and activate the other DLC.
Oh no.
So, I'm glad that I haven't yet, but if it happens at some point, I apologize in advance.
You must be ever so careful.
That doesn't sound like me.
Hello? Anne? You here?
What about living with the consequences? Does that sound like you?
Yes. Unfortunately, yes. If I could go back in time and save everybody, I would.
Oh, Commander. Yes, I'm sorry. Just... This is hard.
Yeah? Tell me about it.
Of course. You alright?
Yes. No. I don't know. My father and I didn't leave things in a great state.
An argument?
Yes. It was trivial.
We were competing over who had the worst face.
File some of the specimens. I was mad.
His was caved in, mine was puffed out.
I don't remember what.
We couldn't figure out which of them they spent more time developing.
So stupid.
Turned out we were both wrong. Time was too short.
That's alright. I can come back.
Why do they both look like that?
I'm okay. Seeing all this again?
It's a really nice apartment, though.
He
I'll
was
tell you
so
what.
obsessed. Crazy sometimes.
I didn't get a chance to know him.
Oh, sometimes I felt the same way. He was a great man. A pioneer. But he could be distant. I felt like an inconvenience growing up.
You sound angry.
I was angry. Still am, I guess. But sometimes, he was so full of stories, he nearly burst. I love that about him. It's why I signed up for this work.
You don't look like your
believe he's
picture
gone.
of yourself.
We'll figure this out.
We have to. I need to know what's on the other end of that.
I'll tell you right now, she
What
does
are you
not
going
look
for?
28. She looks like 37.
Then help us hunt down whatever's
Well.
responsible. You're our last chance.
Okay.
Wait, is she supposed to be
If
28
anyone
right
can see
now?
through this mess, it's me.
Yes, I think so.
Okay, because yeah,
According to Edie.
And
she looks...
you sure
Oh
you're
my,
up for this?
look at her eye in that shot!
When Leviathan took
Oh
control,
no!
Why did
I
they
remember being
do?
somewhere cold and dark.
I know it's like
But my
mean to
father
make fun of
taught me
people
to
for how
never
they
be
look,
afraid
but
of
they
the
don't
dark.
exist, and someone had to...
So it's okay.
Someone was paid to model these faces, and she does not look like that photo. Someone was paid. You
Excuse me for just a moment.
you comforting our guest here, Edie?
I'm still amazed your father got his hands
With
on
your
this.
your terrifying
I
robot
was
hands.
so excited. Your claims validated.
Please
years
allow
ago.
me to help you
Did you
feel...
take appropriate steps to prevent indoctrination?
Of
No?
course, it was completely shielded, and we all had regular psyche valves.
Is that it?
Now, thanks to the artifact, I'm indoctrinated anyway, aren't I?
So you
Might as
didn't...
well be a Arachnid drone waiting for orders from the Queen.
It seems like you guys don't know what you're doing. Granted, I don't necessarily know what I'm doing either. Like, it seems like nobody has a good answer for how all of this comes together.
You studied the Arachni?
I wrote my dissertation on them. My father thought it was a waste of time, but now, it might actually help us understand Leviathan.
In what way?
We think of the Arachni as telepathic, but there's really no such thing. At short range, the Queen uses pheromones to give orders.
That's true.
At long range, she uses an organic kind of quantum entanglement communicator. Whatever Leviathan does must be similar, entangling particles to stimulate neural activity. It uses the artifact to establish a connection, and then it controls the mind of anyone near it.
Kind of functionally the same, though. Talking about telepathy.
Hey, Commander. Need a hand?
What the fuck? Why are you here?
What brings you down here, James?
Heard you're closing in on the Reaper killer. Anything that can scare those bastards has to be worth a look.
But why you
That's what I'm
specifically? Do you have like a reason for being here? Like you personally? Why not like Liara?
Commander, you see this thing? This is great.
Well, all right. Well done, James.
Hey, Edie. Husk bites, they don't turn you into a husk or anything, right?
I recommend you apply Metagel.
Oh, James. That it? That's it. All right. What about you, Anne?
We didn't detect any energy emissions from the artifact.
But the Reapers were able to use the artifact to trace Leviathan somehow.
My theory is that most of the time, the artifact simply acts as a receiver. We'll only be able to trace Leviathan through it when it actively takes control of someone.
As it did on the asteroid.
Right. Unless it needs something, Leviathan doesn't bother communicating. I guess
Yeah,
Ant
that's
and my
relatable.
father had something in common.
Oh, shit.
You said Leviathan's control was similar to a quantum entanglement communicator, which is untraceable.
Yes, but this isn't a natural QEC. Leviathan has to send a pulse through the artifact to alter your mind and create the quasi-QEC effect.
And that
Okay.
can be traced.
Right. Just like at the dig site. The Reapers were tracing the signal by activating the artifact. My father wanted to be at that dig site. He was getting too old for long digs, but he hated being stuck in the lab. He nearly missed my graduation because he was on a dig. Showed up still wearing his field gear.
But he did show up.
He'd have hated dying here.
And I know this is hard, but if there's anything more you can tell us.
I don't think there's anything more I can tell you. But maybe I can show you.
What are
Oh?
you saying?
The artifact only sends out a signal when Leviathan's controlling someone. So let it control me. You could trace the signal.
Oh, that seems like a bad idea.
You mean let it take you over? That's too dangerous.
It's my call, not yours. You said I'm your last chance to find this thing.
We have no idea what will happen.
You could just
If we
become, like,
Reapers
stuck
will
in a
get to
vegetative state, right? Like,
I'm the only
the other
one here
dude?
who spent enough time with it to do this. You're looking for something to fight the Reapers, Commander. I'm looking for the monster that murdered my father.
We still don't know what we're looking for.
Then let's find out.
Seems like a bad idea.
Commander, this thing we're doing with Anne sounds dangerous as hell.
I agree.
Noted. Edie?
Energy signature locked in, waiting for activation.
You really don't have to do this.
You sure about this?
Yes. I'm sure.
I'm gonna be right here.
Okay.
For some reason.
I'm ready.
James, drop the containment shield.
Like, I didn't miss a line of
Shield
dialogue
is
or something,
dropped.
right? James isn't
Artifact
Like-
online.
related
Anything?
to the Brysons
Nothing
or
yet.
something. He's just sort of here.
Wait. There's something. I'd feel a chill.
Yeah, that'll be the indoctrination setting in.
No trace yet.
Holy hell!
Signal is tracking. Maintain connection.
Turn back. The darkness can't be breached.
Oh, this again.
Maintain connection.
You're
Listen
singing
to
the
me.
same tune.
I found you, and the Reapers are right behind me.
You have brought them.
You are a threat.
Damn right.
So are you. I've seen what you can do. The war needs you.
Join me.
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Edie, do we have enough?
Partial lock. Maintain connection to narrow the search.
You heard her. We
So
got
what
her
did I
back.
miss?
Hitting the shield.
Oh
Belay
boy.
that, Lieutenant.
This is really stupid.
Signal is fading.
Um,
Maintain connection.
We're
fight.
talking directly
We can
to
win
Leviathan,
The
and in
cycle
order to
is
do
not
it, she allowed herself to be
You're wrong.
hit by
Don't
the
take
psychic
point of
waves.
origin. Maintain connection to
Also,
narrow the
James
search.
is just here in the lab for some reason, and it's not explained. We just like
You
turned a
needed big
corner.
muscles.
Back off! Where are you? Where are you?
beyond reach.
Trace complete. James!
Got it! Okay. Yeah, we're good. Shit.
Oh, that seems like such a stupidly bad idea. What do we get?
But if it worked...
You want to sit rep? Are you kidding me? Look at her.
I got it, Lieutenant. Edie?
We have a location.
Hang in there.
Leviathan coordinates sent to the Normandy, Shepard.
Let's do it.
I hope it was worth it.
It will be.
I'm taking her to Med Lab. See you back on the Normandy.
But why is James here? Like, specifically.
You needed his big muscles, and you don't have a Krogan this time. Which is bullshit, by the way.
It is bullshit.
No Krogan squad mate. Total bullshit.
Oh, god damn it. Alright, come on, Edie. We're going home. Get in the space car.
That's reason enough to condemn this game, frankly.
It's so... Okay, yes. I have talked at length about how, for me, the biggest disappointment in this game is the squad roster. And the fact that, like, 90% of your squad from the other games is... Like, you get to hang out with them on their mission for about 20 minutes, maybe. If you're lucky. Oh man, that was really stupid. So, yeah, all you really missed was that we showed up in her lab, or in his lab, and we unlocked the shielding so that we could directly talk to Leviathan, so that we could get a trace on where Leviathan is and go talk to Leviathan again.
Leviathan is basically Javik again.
Yeah, kind of. Also, fuck, man, I got so many problems with this, but...
Two takes on the same idea, which is interesting.
It sure is interesting. Both of these DLCs sure are interesting. It's almost like they got cut out of the main game and sold for money. Despite the main game also costing $60 and having an incomplete story.
It's like sometimes people only do things because they get paid.
Fuck, man.
That's supposed to be a Wayne's World pull, but I don't remember the rest of it.
This planet was only spotted recently by human space probes, and no records indicate that it has been explored since. Scans indicate it is covered in an ocean of liquid water. An ocean of liquid water, and has a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere. It is highly likely to have at least some photosynthetic life.
An ocean of liquid water.
An ocean of liquid water. Fuck, dude.
Match our trace of Leviathan.
Who the fuck wrote that sentence? Who wrote that?
What's wrong with it? Actually,
it's very redundant and
not really.
awkward. Okay.
Not in the context of astronomy, it's not.
All right, that's fine. I'm going to say personally, as a layman, that's a very awkward sentence. And you could just as easily, if I was writing the script, I would have said that
it's meant to sound like like a report that you would read about a planet.
I would have said that it was an oceanic planet.
Cortez, what's the status on the probe we launched?
Well, you've got your Garden Worlds. Is that not good enough for you?
From this planet.
Nothing's good enough for me.
Heard how Anne helped us locate it. It's pretty spooky stuff.
Given the circumstances, what are we expecting to find down there?
Bryson's team called it a Reaper killer. From what we've seen, it doesn't want to be found.
It doesn't have a choice. We're here.
Yes, but then what? If this is a Reaper, how can we ally ourselves with it? They are monsters, never to be trusted.
Well, we're not necessarily making friends.
Nobody says we have to be friends with it, but if this thing has the rest of the Reapers worried, then we need its help.
We just want its war assets on our war table.
Readings from the probe. It's narrowed down Leviathan's location. You're not gonna like it.
We also want to learn what's actually happening with it.
But ocean. I show a concentration of structures floating on the surface, but the probe's giving us a signal below that. Way below.
Underwater?
Looks that way. The shuttle should still be able to reach it.
Seems that way. This is a cool mission. I do like
Kodiak
this one.
is spec to nearly 1,000 atmospheres, but I've never actually tested that.
Guess we're gonna find out. Status!
Some kind of pulse hit us! Systems are shutting down! Brace for impact!
Oh, we should have probably tested for that.
Probably should have tested for that.
See, this is why we test for things. Don't fly into that EMP field. There we go.
Now this is cool.
This is cool.
How's the shuttle, Cortez?
Checking now.
Oh, you got your sea legs on?
Yes, I do.
Look at all this. Whatever that pulse was, we're not the first to get hit.
This is where you paid for the money.
Yeah.
This is the money shot. This part of the DLC is the cool part of the DLC. The other stuff I could do without.
Maybe don't say money shot.
Any idea how old these are?
You shoot the money. That's what I'm saying. The hull will hold. That's what they say. Whatever god watches over Ezo prospectors came through for us. Despite a hell of a smack in the water landing, the MSV Monarch displaces enough air to stay afloat. We're all thankful we're alive. Captain Stickybeard even ordered the champagne broken out. Helps perspective, I guess. The big puzzle? What drowned us in the first place. Kunshan says it wasn't lightning, it was some kind of pulse. A directed energy weapon seems likely, but where would it have come from? There's no radio traffic. The whole bloody ocean is silent. Tonight the techs are going to try rerouting the power to get a good mass drop before getting the thrusters firing. If all goes well, we'll be airborne in 24 hours.
Old enough not to stink.
I really do like the atmosphere of this place.
The artifacts.
Explains why no one gets out of here.
Oh yeah, there it is. My stance holds true. If you see one of those things, blow it up.
Just break it.
Looks like a damaged Atlas. Different though, and it's not flying Cerberus colors.
It may not be Cerberus technology at all. Regardless, it doesn't work.
Aw. What's down here? It's a cubby hole. Maybe don't stand too close to this. Datapad log, Shen Kunshan. Attempts to get airborne have failed every time. The damage done by the pulses, if you could call it damage, doesn't make physical sense. The connections aren't fried, but the Monarch's thrusters disengage. The distress beacon is likewise dead, but most of our electronics are still functioning. It doesn't seem to be a result of shielding. Without a distress beacon, we've got no chance. I hear bad things about ration supplies, and I think that's why the captain ordered us to collect rainwater and set up tents on the deck. Keeps us busy. Brooks has been talking about using the Triton's weapons to try blast fishing. I agree, but I haven't seen anything that looks like a fish. I wish I were an optimist. Yeah, it seems like a bad place to crash land. Which is unfortunate for us, considering we just crash landed here. Anybody else? Anything else that I need to blow up? I'll blow it up, all of it. Every last blow upable, I'll blow it up. Alright, so our official stance is wait for repairs. Well, I guess nothing we do matters.
Look! Up there!
Reapers!
Oh,
They were right
shit!
behind us! Protect the shuttle!
Oh shit.
That's bad! Why doesn't it just shoot a laser at us right now and kill us?
Cortez, situation?
Swapping out the parts, Commander. Hang on.
Time for big shootout! Alright, hold on a second. I'm gonna go this way. You go wherever you want to go. Hey Javik, how you doing?
You go that way. I'll go home.
Liara, a singularity here would be a great idea. Yeah, look at them fly.
Cortez!
Almost there, Commander.
That's what I like to see. Damn. close, but no cigar. Oh shit, this is going bad. Let me do one of these real quick. Back up a little bit. This is quite the little assault. Oof. Did Liara just immediately die again? Like immediately?
Cortez, what happened to almost
Yes.
there?
Slam it.
Development, Commander. Fixing it now.
Yeah, there we go. Good thing we've still got this incredible harpoon shotgun.
Good thing.
Now it's like thematically appropriate as well as cool.
It can be both.
Hey, Liara. Oh boy! Hey there, that was a really lucky dodge at the last possible second. Like, hey Liara, how you do? Oh shit. Here comes the reckoning. The reckoning begins here.
The reckoning, but like spelled with a W.
Oh, I like that. Oh boy. Give me one of these. Make good use. Make good your escape. Oh, we got a couple of them now. Oh, so that's interesting also. I did not have to charge that shot at all for that husk. It just dies in one, no problem. Ooh, okay.
I mean, I should hope so, considering.
Yeah, I mean, we were point blank, so that's good enough for me.
You were point blank, it's a shotgun, and it's a fodder enemy.
It is a husk. Husks are like walking tissue paper, but like dry tissue paper, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a dry pile of napkins that somehow managed to shamble. It's quite a good assault. Any moment where the gameplay can like actually push me into a corner, I'm usually really happy about it. Well, where else we got? Hello? Anyone over here? There's one. The ragdolls maybe don't like this level too much.
Another pulse hit me. Flight control scrambled.
Damn it! Cortez is in trouble! Get to him!
Where are we going? We're going this way. Alright, cool.
Commander, I've got enemy contact. Under fire.
Don't worry, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'll be there for you. When the rain starts to fall, I will be there for you. Like I've been there before. Anybody behind me? No, there's somebody behind me. Hey Cortez, how you doing? Oh good, you brought some stuff for me.
Status.
Shuttle's a mess, Commander. That pulse knocked it right out of the air. We're not going anywhere.
The Normandy could extract us.
Same thing would happen to her. And the landing won't be as pretty.
Yeah, maybe
I'd say
don't risk the
Leviathan
Normandy
has
on
some sort of
this.
defense system in place.
The only way is down.
Leviathan seems really fucking strong.
And we aren't getting out of here until we find it. So how do we do that?
Well, you might be able to use a mech. Looks like it's rigged for diving.
Oh? How would that work?
Oh.
A diving mech?
Very
Triton model. Military
cool.
grade. Repurposed for deep sea exploration. As long as the seawater hasn't corroded it, you should be good to go.
I'm in.
I'm game. We chased Leviathan this far. Let's finish this.
It's a long ways down. Not gonna sugarcoat it.
I hear you. And time's wasting.
I want to get in that mech.
Are we seriously
I want to see this.
First, we'll need to restore power to get that cargo door open.
How?
Press a button.
These old Ballard-class ships are equipped with exterior power sockets. They use them for emergency repairs. We can strip the cells from the shuttle and use those for juice. Hang on, I'll get you started.
All you gotta do is press a button.
Commander, find somewhere to plug that in.
Give it to me.
Cortez is great.
Cortez is really good. I kind of wish that Cortez was in more games. He's just in 3, but he's an excellent character. I don't know if he's an excellent character, but I appreciate him.
Here they come. Get another power cell, Shepard. We'll hold them off.
He's kind of like your Miles O'Brien, actually, talking about DS9. He's just your dude, part of the operation, who does his job and kind of does a 9 to 5.
He's Joker Jr.
He is also Joker Jr. Oh god, you would really like O'Brien now that I think about it. Also, O'Brien is also in TNG, so that's good. Alright, one more. Or probably 2 more, I guess. So hey, while we're talking about this power level draining and you have to keep on top of it,
yeah,
I want to point out that that Facebook game is something that, if I seem like I'm really annoyed with this game, it's because I am. And remember that what you see on screen, also keep in mind that every 3 to 5 hours, I'm plugging more stuff into that Facebook game because it goes away if you don't constantly use it. So N7HQ.com or whatever the fuck. Just keep that in mind. That's something that I have to constantly keep doing. Because Mass Effect 3 is a live game, man. Although we do get to pilot this mech.
Maybe in the Enhanced Collection or whatever, they'll get rid of it.
Literally, all they have to do is...
Get rid of it.
Get rid of it? And if you can't get rid of it, then what you do is you put all of the war asset multipliers to 100% of their normal value. And you just leave it that way. Or,
and you just get rid of it.
Or if you, like, literally can't get rid of it because of, you know, some coding issue or whatever, then just make it a data pad thing inside the game. There's no reason that it can't be, like, on your private terminal.
That would be fine. If it was in the game and it wasn't, like, a live thing, it would be totally fine.
Yeah.
Like, you could justify that. Here's a little thing. You click some buttons, do a little mini game, and it makes you get a better ending.
It should literally be part of the war asset table, because it always loads you in there to talk to people.
Alright, Commander. Let's get you out of there, and I'll do a systems check.
Like, the CIC exists for a reason.
Yeah.
Even I would hesitate.
We've come too far to stop now.
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Javik? I couldn't hear you on the inside of my cool mech.
Okay, SEALs check out. Oxygen pressure is nominal. Systems are a go. It's as ready as I can make it.
Alright, drop me in.
Let's go.
Take care down there, Commander.
Closing hatch. Engaging systems. Ready.
Testing comm link.
I read you. Here goes.
You ready to go for a swim?
Commencing dive in 3,
Yes, I am.
2, 1.
Just mech explodes. I love that as a countdown thing. I just love, like, 3, 2, 1, random explosion. Character dead. Cut to credits.
So far? Copy that. Cortez?
Yeah, sounds good, Cortez.
Do you just have your head inside of a bucket right now?
To its ports I've been. Do you understand? I have a water bottle that's metal on the inside. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. Stephen King once said blah 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 blah, I want a sequel. My wife, Alice. This is, I feel like, a shout out to the a very similar sequence in Knights of the Old Republic, which you are walking along the bottom of the seafloor in like a slow-moving
Sure if
suit.
you can read me up there. Looks like I've finished the major descent. Can't see much from here. Suit is holding up. Emergency systems have come online. Life support operational.
It's really neat. I like this section a lot.
Scanner indicates the probe is below my position. Looking for a way down.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Metroid Prime.
Yeah? You know what it reminds me of?
What's that?
A little
Shutting down all
indie
non-critical
atmospheric...
systems to preserve remaining power.
Little
Choose to
indie
choose the
atmospheric
nearest
horror
industrial
game
medium
called,
back
I
to the
believe,
surface.
Narcosis.
Can't worry about that now.
Soma also did this, didn't it?
Yeah.
Is there like a
Strange readings from the probe.
like a section when you were walking between the
Definitely
towers?
down there.
But Narcosis was much more of like a big, heavy diving suit thing.
Was it like a indie walking simulator type thing?
Yeah, kinda.
Sounds neat.
It had some good ideas. And a really cool twist.
I have never heard of it, but that is exactly the kind of thing that's up my alley.
Looks like the final drop.
You should check it out. Assuming I have the name right. I can never remember the name of that game. I hope I'm getting it right this time.
We'll take a look later.
Can't
We'll
see anything
make it a
just
point
yet.
to bring it up in another video if we do get it wrong.
I mean, shit, I can probably just look it up right now. Assuming
for
that
it.
Steam has stopped fucking breaking. Let's see if I'm right.
Man, I don't even remember. Because this is running on Origin, I have very rarely loaded up a game so far on Steam for
I'm
this
gonna keep
stream.
moving.
Like between
Yeah, I was right. It's Narcosis.
Okay. Narcosis, I'll check that out. Between like Origin and the Elgato and my Switch library and the PS3 and Origin,
What is that?
I have very rare and Dolphin, I have very rarely had to use Steam so far, which is kind of interesting. Speaking of interesting, oh hey,
Look at that. I guessed it.
yep, that is exactly what that is.
I had to find you.
This is not your domain.
It's got like a big Zelda face. It looks like Zant.
You killed a Reaper.
Yeah?
I need to know why.
Fucking love Zant.
Are the enemy. One that seeks our extermination.
But I thought you were a Reaper.
They are only echoes. We existed long before.
In a manner of speaking.
Then what are you?
Something more. Your mind belongs to me. Breathe.
Anne? What's happening?
Your memories give voice to our words. Your nature will be revealed to us. Accept this.
Okay.
The galaxy's at war with the Reapers. You defeated
I accept
one.
it.
Why aren't you fighting back?
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Then help us stop it.
None have possessed the strength in past cycles. Your own species could be destroyed with a single thought.
Not this time, man.
You are different. I have witnessed your actions in this cycle. The destruction of Sovereign, the fall of the Collectors. The Reapers perceive you as a threat.
They should. We've killed 3 so far.
To stand.
You want to help me kill more of them?
Before the cycles, our kind was the apex of life in the galaxy. The lesser species were in our thrall, serving our needs. We grew more powerful and they were cared for, but we could not protect them from themselves. Over time, the species built machines that then destroyed them.
Mm-hmm.
Tribute does not flow from a dead race.
There's the missing link.
This problem, we created an intelligence with a mandate to preserve life at any cost. As the intelligence evolved, it studied the development of civilizations. Its understanding grew until it found a solution. In that instant, it betrayed us. It chose our kind as the first harvest. From our essence, the first Reaper was created. You call it Harbinger.
Oh boy, there's so much going on here.
There's a lot going on here.
First of all, Harbinger being the first Reaper is kind of awesome. We haven't seen a lot of Harbinger in this game, but I miss him, and I still think he's an excellent, like, not quite counterpart, but, you know, as close as you're going to get with the Reapers, right? Also...
Maybe a foil?
A foil, maybe a foil. Now we have basically just spelling out for us what is the Reaper's MO. What makes the Reaper... What makes the cycle choose what its host is going to be, right? And it appears to be the creation of intelligence. Like the creation of artificial intelligence, even. So that's very neat. And does plug up some plots that otherwise were left floating out in the ether.
You built that machine despite what you saw the other races experience. Why?
You cannot conceive of a galaxy that bends to your will. Every creature, every nation, every planet we discovered became our tools. We were above the concerns of lesser species. The intelligence was envisioned as simply another tool.
And now we all pay the price for your mistake.
Sounds familiar.
There was no mistake. It still serves its purpose.
How did you remain hidden all this time?
Our extermination is not complete. Some survived and found refuge in the dark corners of the galaxy.
Oh yeah?
I am their progeny. Over the cycles, the thrall races were controlled, removing traces of our existence as we directed them to. In this way, our survival was kept secret from the Reapers. Today, we reach out through the fragments and watch for discovery.
Fragments? You mean the artifacts we found?
Sorry, I keep breaking those.
Provide a window into the galaxy. Tools for exploring the events of this cycle for the safety of this world.
It's the Beast's mirror from Beauty and the Beast.
We study and remain in the shadows.
Except there are multiple of them.
How did the
It's a crystal ball.
defeat you?
Yes.
To find a solution, it required information. Physical data drawn from organic life in the cosmos. It created an army of pawns that searched the galaxy, gathering this data. There was no warning. No reason given when they turned against us. Only slaughter. Only the harvest.
Shit, man. Tell me more about the Reapers.
Tell me about the Reapers.
Each harvest ends with the birth of a Reaper. Perfect in its design. Each formed in Harbinger's image. Our image.
Explains the end of 2.
Has the power to influence organics. Over countless cycles, this ability was refined, perfected, and gave rise to indoctrination.
But what's the point of all these harvests?
The intelligence has one purpose. Preservation of life. That purpose is not being fulfilled.
But you just said it was.
Create the mass relays to speed the time between cycles for greatest efficiency. The galaxy itself
it ever end?
Until the intelligence finds what it's looking for, the harvest will continue.
So, wait. In order to like continue life and make sure that life continues, the best way we can do that is by periodically showing up in the galaxy and exterminating all life. Tell me about the Crucible, man.
What do you know?
It kind of makes sense when you think about it. You cut down something to do with trees.
You cut down all branches except for one branch.
Stop the cycle.
And then like...
Because otherwise the tree just withers and dies.
That's not how trees work, though.
No, it does not.
No! You've been watching. You know this cycle is different.
We will survive. You will remain here as a servant of our needs. The Reapers will harvest the rest.
You release me, no one has to be harvested.
Nothing will change.
Dude, it already has. We've killed, between you and me, we've killed 4 Reapers.
The Reapers know where you are. You can't just watch anymore. You have to fight. Even
Maybe
if you
5
survive
if you
the battle
consider
today,
the embryo.
Reapers won't stop, ever.
Yeah.
Release me and we have a chance to end this once and for all.
If you want to stop the cycle, you have to like actively fight against the cyclical nature of what's happening. If you just... Oh god, our eyes are gone! If you just... Look back on the footage and her eyes are just invisible, but open.
I don't think they were open, they were just closed badly.
I've earned it. Out there fighting, where you should be.
It's clear why the Reapers perceive you as a threat. Your victories are more than a product of chance.
Which is why you should join me.
Fight, but not for you or any lesser race. We were the first, the apex race. We will survive. And the Reapers who trespass on this world will understand our power. They will become our slaves.
It seems like once you get rid of the Reapers, these guys will be a problem.
Yeah, it does. They're capable of killing Reapers, and also they're like, yeah, we'll fight the Reapers, but not for you. Fuck you. When this is all over, I'm still the top dog.
Oh, it's a good thing that worked. I was wondering how you were planning on getting out.
Could you imagine they just cut to you in the Normandy, and you're like, wow, Commander, sure is a good thing. That sure was crazy, that conversation you had. Like, you're just in the med bay. Hey guys. I need help getting back to my space apartment. The way the mech just falls over is great.
It's just as done as you are.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's what I like to see. Get that Monster Hunter World tech up in here.
Shepard's back. Cortez, status.
Not entirely sure what I did either. It's a shame that Javik doesn't really have a whole lot to say about this. I wasn't sure if he had any, like... Oh, you see the caution? You see the caution open on the open door?
Damn it, we got a Reaper.
Yeah.
Okay. I brought Liara and I brought Javik because I thought they might have unique, like, dialogue, but it does not appear to be that. It does not appear to be the case. now you guys are fucked, Reapers. You have the attention of a species infinitely or greater. That thing just immediately subjugated a Reaper.
Yeah.
Shepard, goddess.
Seems like it could be a problem.
We now have at least one Reaper fighting on our side for the moment.
Are you all right?
That's a good read on that, by the way.
Yeah, I'm fine.
We managed to avoid drowning.
We're lucky we got you back.
Did.
What happened down there?
You would not fucking believe, Liara.
It's real. A lot more than we ever imagined.
So was it worth almost dying for?
Yeah.
It was.
Totally.
We exposed it.
I would do it again.
Pushed it into the light. Whether it likes it or not, it's part of this war now. And it's gonna help fight.
It sounds like a good war story. Maybe even better than mine.
I have no reaction to that.
One for the history books.
So, it's interesting that you say that, too, because with them talking about making a fourth Mass Effect game,
The Alliance wanted more intelligence on the Reapers.
that's kind of the only thing that I can see them continuing on. Like, I hadn't considered that.
It's like a big threat.
Yeah.
It rewrites galactic history as we know it.
Whatever else it means, it tells me the Reapers had a beginning. And maybe now we'll provide them with an end.
That's one way to look at it.
That is a very
I guess
important
it's the
question
only
that's
way.
just been
So
answered.
go out there and make it happen. This is a big step in the right direction, Shepard. Good work.
Thank you, sir.
It's a good thing that we bought this DLC that contextualizes a lot of the history of this game and also contextualizes the ending of this game. Sure would be weird. Okay. Imagine you played this game and none of the last, like, 3 hours happened. Imagine you play this game, you never meet Javik. You never meet the Leviathan. And basically just completely wipe the slate from the last two things that you've just seen. And instead we've just finished fighting the elusive man and we're headed towards the final battle, right?
Right.
Commander, Dr. Chakwas sent word that she'd like to speak with you down in the medbay.
The biggest problem with the game in terms of its plot is not necessarily always its quality, because its quality is, it fluctuates. It has ups and it has downs, and there are definitely problems. But the biggest problem is A, it was rewritten at the last minute, like the last possible minute, and B, the game as it existed at launch was just it was incomplete. There were
a lot of that going around.
There were stories left to be told, and like, it's not like Mass Effect 2 where it's like, oh, you don't play Zaid's mission, and you don't play Kasumi's mission, and you don't get the Firewalker pack, and it's fine. It's like, dude, without Leviathan, kind of, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What the fuck? See if we got any new emails. Oh, we got one from Bray from Omega. Things like things are going okay. Kandros is still dead. Yeah, okay. The Talons are doing well out on Omega. Which is good. I'm happy to hear it. Oh my god, space chess. I don't know if I pointed this out before, but I love that we've got space chess.
Good old space chess.
This is something that I wanted to show off to you, by the way. We now have almost all of the ships. There's one more that we're missing, and I'll get it by the time that we start the final episode. But there are like 3 or 4 of them that are all hidden in the in the lower deck of the ship. But other than that, we've almost got an entirely full collection.
Neat.
We've also got all of our fish here, and like weird Epcot Space Pavilion music playing. I'm not sure what's going on with that music, but it sounds very Space Pavilion-ish.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Okay. Now, let me think here. Go back to the Citadel. What are our options here? Because I don't remember if it was 100%. No, okay. We can just go to the personal apartment. Here's what I'm going to say that we do.
Yeah?
I'm going to say we have about a half an hour left on today's stream. Would you like to either contain the final DLC as its own video, potentially a little bit longer than usual, or would you like to continue it now and cut it off in the meantime?
That depends. If we decide to start it next time, can we just end for today?
Yes.
Then let's do that, because I have to go to the bathroom.
Okay, because the final DLC in this game is really, really cool. Depending on how you play it, it can average about 3 to 4 hours. But it's all good. It's all good stuff. So I think that's how we'll end up doing it. We'll separate out Omega as its own video, Leviathan as its own video, and then yeah, the stream is dropping in quality right now anyway. So we'll go ahead and the next time we do this, we'll be going live with Mass Effect 3's Citadel DLC, which is hands down the best content in the game, and I cannot wait to get to it.
I don't know, Leviathan was pretty cool.
Leviathan is pretty cool. There's a reason that we saved Leviathan as second to last. Anything you want to say before we head out, Bix?
Trilogy burns.
Genuine sadness.